Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahia, not Allah. It's Yahweh. His only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shai. So I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rikah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders over all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. The few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Leno Camp coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification, Lord's willing. This be edifying. And I titled this lesson, The Wise Hoping for Salvation, but Fools want to be entertained. Fools looking for entertainment. Now, I did a lesson yesterday, and I titled it, What if some do not believe prophecy has to be fulfilled? It only got 39 views all the way up to this point. Now I put this 52 second video up of this chick saying how she loved black men. That was the original title of the video was I love black men. I changed the title I love Israelite men. Right now I'm looking, it got 301 views. 301 views on that 52-second clip. I put up a 35-minute video. What if some do not believe prophecy had to be fulfilled? It only got 39 views. But this 52-second clip got 300 views. I know a lot of brothers looked at it. A lot of brothers hit me back, with comments. The point of this lesson is about Matthew 25, the 5 wise virgins and the 5 foolish virgins. And I was thinking about this too. When you got brothers, people that's watching, right? Like some brother channels got 3,000 subscribers. Some brothers got 900. Some brothers got 800. Some brothers got 2,000-3,000. The apostles and elders 2,000-3,000, 4,000-5,000. This show you how the Lord work, man. Because the apostles always say most of these people is here for entertainment, man. They ain't here for truth. They ain't looking to get salvation. They're here for entertainment, and we understand that. Just showing you how the Lord is manifesting these numbers, man. Now we know the devils play with these numbers. We know they play with the numbers, but it shows you 300 people watched that video for 52 seconds, but only got 39 views on the other video. So let's get these precepts. And if all these people would subscribe to brother channels, brothers in the camps, GMS I'm talking about, if all these people subscribe to the channels, brothers are able to go live just on YouTube and not have to use StreamYard. We wouldn't have to use StreamYard if all you people, but we understand those are they just look for entertainment. So I'm going to start with this. This is Matthew 25:1. And it reads, and Shalom, everybody on the comment board, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shah, Hashem Kakyadash, Barakatham, Shalom. The water for tuning in. This is Matthew 25:1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, this is the whole kick. This is the whole point, the headline of this chapter. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, right? They all supposed to have the truth. But to tell you that the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, it said they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. So these are the ones that ain't diligent, man. They ain't studying to make themselves approved. They ain't rightly dividing the word of truth, man. It's entertainment. Okay, like it tell you was that Luke, it say, do they count the cost? They ain't count the cost of everything that gotta play out, man. Like when we all came into the truth, we thought it was gonna be a fast, quick, we was gonna get salvation. No, man, it's a walk. When you read it in Hebrews 12, it's a little journey, man. The apostles, a great millstone, been on the journey for a minute, man. And we watching them. That's why the scripture says 2 Timothy 3, know who thou learned from, man. They learned, they done been through a lot of experiences, man, in this truth. Passing it down to the young brothers, man. This is a race, not to the swift. This is Hebrews 12 and 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doeth so easy to beset us. Right? It's easy to get distracted with the cares of this world, man. Keeping up with the Joneses, man. It say, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. So let us run with patience the race that is set before us, which is what? It's a straight gate, man. Fire on one side and a deep water on the other, man. And it's so narrow that only one man can enter there at once, man. This ain't no game. This ain't no party where 10 people can walk in at the same time, man. Like we walk through Walmart, though, 3, 4, 5 people can go in at once. No, man, it's a narrow path, man. And that's the Lord code, man, because he's narrowing down these ones that want to party, man. They're looking for the wide gate. This ain't that, man. So back in Matthew 25, let's read this again. Matthew 25 and 2. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. These are the ones that's diligently, man, right? Making the call in their election sure. It say, but the wise is they that were foolish took their lamps with no oil with them. These are the ones that just they straddling the fence, man. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. You see, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. So it said while the bridegroom tarried, so it seemed like he's tarrying, they all slumbered and slept, right? So everybody went to sleep with the truth. Everybody went to sleep with the knowledge of the Lord, knowing, right? Knowing the meat and knowing milk as it was seen. As it was seen, they knew the meat and the milk, which the meat ain't needed. It's the milk, man. Like Apostle, like Elder Malcolm always say, man, we could drain them. We could drain with them. We could. You can kill people with the milk scriptures, man. Right? The Lord is simple, man. Understanding the meat is good, but it's the milk. It's the milk that brings salvation, man. It ain't the meat, man. So it say again, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins rose, all 10 of them, and trimmed their lamps. So, as the story goes, they all fell asleep with the truth, right? They fell asleep. When you think about when Yahushua went to go pray and Peter and them fell asleep, right? Let's use that analogy, right? Yahushua went to go pray, Peter and them fell asleep. It say, at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. How? You were studying just like we was. You were studying the same way, allegedly, right? This is Hebrews chapter 4 and 2. It reads, for unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. That's the foolish, right? Now they waking up telling the wise, give us of your oil. Hold on. Did y'all learn just like we did? Did y'all hear it the same way we heard it? No, because you know what? The parable is different, man. When you go to Matthew 13 and 31, it reads, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, right? Let me see, hold on, Salakia. This is what I want, Salakia. Matthew 13 and 34. All these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it may be fulfilled, which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. So the Lord speak in parables, man, right? Let's get this. This is Psalms 78 in verse 2. It reads, I will open my mouth in parables, I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the praises of the Lord Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful works that he have done. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. Now, let's get this before I make the point. Hosea chapter 12 and verse 10. It reads, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Now, as it say in 2 Peter 3 and 3, you're going to have scoffers coming in the last days, which say, what? Where is the promise of his coming? These guys, the five foolish, obviously, when they heard the parable from Yahweh Shema from Yahushua, which was plain, it wasn't plain to them, man. Why? Seeing they see not, hearing they hear not. Why? Because it tell you, man, in Proverbs 15, it say, this is Proverbs 15 and Proverbs 15 and 28 reads, the heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the fool, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things. So the heart of the righteous studieth to answer. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15. It reads, study to show thyself approved. Study to show thyself approved unto power, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly divide the word of truth. Right? This is 2 Peter 1:20. It reads, no Salakia. It's a my bad, Salakia. I'm looking for the other one. It's been a minute since I read it. If one of you brothers put up man, it's been a minute since I read. Let me go back to Matthew. Put up um give diligence to make that call and election sure. I forgot where it said right off. I got so many things going on in my head right now. So let me read this again. Matthew 25 and verse 7. It said, Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, and the foolish said unto them, and the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, Not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the doors were shut. As it said in Revelation chapter 3, that he closed the door, no man can open it. He opened the door, no man can shut it. So, Matthew 25 and 6. And at midnight, there was a cry made, no matter of fact, Matthew 25 and 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 37. It reads, For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. So though it seems like Yahweh Shai is taking long, that's it. 2 Peter 1 and 10. Hey, the water, GMS says to the Most High. The water, brother. So it said, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, right? Hebrews 10 and 20, Hebrews 10 and 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. So though it seems like he's taking long to us, it's not, man. The Messiah he hasn't risen. It hasn't been that long since he had risen, man. In the spiritual realm, it's a different time, man. We on people time. Yahweh Shema Shah is on the spiritual realm time. They on Yahweh time up there, man. So the time is different. So though it seems like he's tarrying, he's really not tarrying, man. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. That's what's happening. The Lord say in Revelation 17 and 17, he gave the system of the beast, he gave their mind, he gave them over to give their mind to the beast, right? Which is Babylon the Great, until the words of the Lord be fulfilled. The words of the Lord being fulfilled is the elect getting sealed, man. So everything had to play out, which lead me to this. Elder Manat Zabba did a video a couple days ago, and the brother of GMS Saints to the Most High put up on the comment board 2nd Ezra chapter 4. And I brought this out in the lesson yesterday, but I want to read this point because this is cold. Because Ezra want to know, like, when. Listen to this. 2nd Ezra 4 and 33. Then I answered and said, How and when shall these things come to pass? Wherefore are our years few and evil? So he was like, How and when shall these things come to pass? Because I'm ready to get out of here, man. Right? And this is what Ezra asking the angel. Well, this is what Yahweh told the disciples, man. Same difference, man. Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom? Restore again. When was the first time? During King David, man. Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel, which going back to original, man. We was in our kingdom, man, right? The days of old. The tabernacle of David is being built of old, man, right? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come unto you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me, both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the utmost part of the earth. So the Lord said, hey, it's not, you don't need to know that right now. Go do the work, man. You got to go teach. It's more people that have to wake up to the truth, man. Hey, what did this guy Judas do, man? Judas tried to force the hand of Yahushua, man, so he can take down the Romans. Why? Ready to get out of it, ready to get out of here, man. Hasten in the day of the Lord, man. Judas did that because he was trying to force Yahushua to take down the Romans, man. A lot of people don't understand why that happened, man. It wasn't just to betray him, man. He was trying to get the Lord to take down the Romans, man. Hey, ready for the kingdom to come, man. Tired of watching these devils rule, man. But you, Jakes, taking this for entertainment, man. And this ain't entertainment, man. This is Second Peter. So as I read in 2 Timothy 2 and 15, right? Study to show thyself approved. This is GMS says to the Most High, 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore, the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall, man. You shall never fall with this truth, man. And to tell you that in Ecclesiasticus 24, let's read this. Ecclesiasticus 24 in verse 22. He that obeyeth me shall never be confounded, and they that work by me shall not do amiss. So, going back to Matthew 25, hey, because this is what's going on, man. You got the wise and you got the fools that's looking for entertainment, man. Why? Because they lost it. Because they lost it. Because they wasn't diligent in the first place, man. It say back in Matthew 25 in verse 5, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Now this is what Yahushua said in John 9 and 4. I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. So we supposed to do the work, man. We supposed to do the work diligently and keep watch, man. We keeping watch. What is that? First Peter's. Man, I forgot what verse that was. So lucky, I'm just throwed off today. So the First Peter's 3 about I just brought it out yesterday too, Salakia. Actually, I got it right here. First Peter 4 and 7. Salakia, man. Salakia. It say, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. So we're supposed to be watching, man. Now, that's the cold part about Matthew 25. Even though they all fell asleep, the ones that had the knowledge, man, they didn't lose it. Let's read this again. Matthew 25 and verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. It said they all slumbered and slept. When you think about this, the valley of dry bones, right? It said while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, right? The valley of dry bones. Ezekiel 37. When the Lord rose up the whole house of Israel, some of the men got the breath and the skin and the flesh. Some of the men just got the flesh, man. Everybody don't have the truth, man. But the Lord put it here. He said, the comforter shall teach you all things, man. Right? So whoever whomever is part of the elect have the 100% truth. The 2/3 don't. They only got bits and pieces, man. So while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh. Go ye out to meet him. So it seemed like Yahweh shot tarried. It said, and there was a cry made, which did what? Hey, the elect will go to the truth. The Lord put the spirit back in the earth for the truth. Now they doing what? They going out to meet Yahweh Shah, man. By doing what? Prophesying in the highways and byways, man. Being diligent every day, studying, looking up these words, going back and forth with these scriptures, man. It say, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh. Hey, you know he on the way, right? Keep watch. Because those that ain't keeping watch, 2 Peter 3:10, he's going to come like a thief in the night to the ones that's not watching, man. Right? So, like what a scripture in Revelation it said, hey, least you be found naked without your garment. And one of you brothers put that up. Hey, cause that's you and not having no wisdom, man. That's these five foolish waking up and they not having the truth. Why? Because they didn't give diligence to make their call in the election sure, man. They didn't do it. It probably seemed like it. It looked like it, but they ain't doing it, man. Brothers ain't praying that the Lord increase them with their strength to endure to the end. Brothers ain't asking the Lord, through prayer for spirit, for wisdom, knowledge, understanding to increase. Brother just moving, man. And that's these five foolish. So at the end, it's all about entertainment, man. Entertainment and debunking. Going back and forth about what ain't and what it ain't and what it don't say. And this ain't this and that ain't that. So it say, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready, the ones that what? Watching, being diligent on their watch. It say, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward also came the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know ye not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour when the Son of Man cometh. Hey, when it said, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. Hey, the doors of mercy are still open. When they close, that's it, man. Right? When you think about Noah in the ark, what happened? Hey, Yahweh sealed that door, man. And once Yahweh sealed the door, that was it, man. And we always be thinking about it. Noah heard those people crying and hollering, man, and screaming, trying to get let in, man. You know it, man. You have to know that why Apostle Gabal always said, put your mind up like you was there, man. You have to imagine those people were screaming out, man. They was drowning, man. The ones that still was floating on top of the water, trying to swim to the ark, man. They had to be screaming and hollering, man. Right? Now they said, open to us. These are the same ones. Listen to this. It's Luke 14:16. Then said he unto them, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servants at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. Hey, the kingdom of heaven is ready, man. Go ye out to meet him. And they all with one consent began to make excuses. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground. I must need go see it. They're trying to get their land together. You got Jake to my buying land, right? They're going to take off for a whole year and go buy land and plant and build, right? It say, the first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground and I must need go and see it. I pray thee have me excuse. Another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excuse. You got Jake buying cattle, right? And they investing in cattle. And another said, I have married a wife and therefore I cannot come. And a lot of brothers, a lot of men and women them pulled them out of the truth, man. They took them straight out. We all, the brother used to tell me all the time, one of the brothers, that he ain't with us no more, but he's be like, man, when he first came in, him and his real man used to do nothing on Saturday, man. Nothing. He said they used to go get takeout and watch movies. But when he came and started going to camp every Saturday, now she want to do something on Saturday, man. It's always that with these reels, man, with these women. Until you doing something, then they want to do something, man. And when it's doing something that's really that had to do with your salvation, now it's a problem. But anyway, another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. And they tell you that in first Ezra 4:26, that men have run out of their wits for women, man. They have sin and error for women. It says, so the servants came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servants, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city. Since they don't want to come to me, go out there, right? But the Lord say his father sent him to draw those men. You see, like it tell you in John 10:27, my sheep hear my voice, I know them and they follow me. So since they don't want to come, okay, go out. He said, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city and bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servants, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. So, for I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. So, and when you go back to Matthew 25 about the 5 wise and the 5 foolish men, it said they all slumbered and slept. You see, that's why you can't say, oh, I found Jesus, I love the Lord. No, man, the Lord got to choose you. We all slumbered and slept, man. The Lord woke up some, he gave them the breath and the flesh, and he gave some just the flesh, man. And those ones that the Lord didn't give it to all, they gonna everlasting shame and contempt, man. This is Haggai chapter 1 and verse 3. Yeah, this is a cold chapter right here, man. Then came the word of the Lord Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste? Like it was just saying in Luke 14. One man said, I bought some land, I'm finna go build. I pray, please have me excused. Another man said, I bought some ox, I got some sheep and some goats, I got I got I got some donkeys and some whatever, man. Cows, right? I just bought 5 yoke of oxen, I gotta go. The other guy said, I just got married, I ain't coming, right? Haggai 1 and 3. Then came the word of the Lord Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste? The house of the Lord lying waste, man. That's why Yahweh said, pray to the Father for more laborers, man. Is it time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lies waste? How there now, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. We're supposed to be considering what the hell we are really doing, man. Jake want to have 1 foot in the truth and 1 foot in the world, man. It ain't gonna work like that, man. 1 Corinthians 10:21, you can't drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils, man. It ain't gonna work, man. You can't be trying to get the bag and you trying to get salvation, man. Now, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but ye have not enough. You drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. You can keep getting all the money you think you're going to get. You ain't going to never be happy here, man. You ain't going to never be satisfied. Just like when you read in Numbers, when the Lord told Moses, I'm finna rain down this quail. These niggas keep complaining. I'm finna rain down this quail. Right? I'm finna rain it down. And it tell you when you read the chapter, the ones that thought they gathered enough, the ones that was complaining, they thought they gathered enough. They didn't get enough, man. And the ones that gathered a little for their families, they had the right amount for that day, man. So that's how cold the Lord is, man. You can think you can go and get all the bag you want to get, man. You ain't gonna be filled here, man, because this is not your rest, man. It reads, Haggai 1:7. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build a house, and I will take pleasure in it, and I will be glorified, saith the Lord Yahweh. Build my house. My house is lying waste. Right? Verse verse 9. Ye look for much, and lo, it come too little. And when ye brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why? The Lord said, why did I blow upon it? Said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, because of my house that is waste, and ye run every man unto his own house. Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. Meaning, hey, I would have increased you, like he said. I would have increased you, man. It said in Isaiah 48, he would have increased us, man. Your seed, everything, man. If you just had obeyed, man. Obey. Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. And I called for a drought upon the land and upon the mountains. What mountains? Well, Jacob scattered at all throughout the four corners of the earth, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hands. Because the Lord don't care about the labor of the hands, man. While his house is lying waste, man. He don't care about that, man. This is 2 Kings chapter 5. I'm gonna start at verse 25. Now, this story is about Elisha and his God, his servant. The 2 Kings 5:25. And you read the story from verse 1, you'll get the understanding that he had healed this guy of leprosy, right? Elisha healed this guy of leprosy, and the guy who he healed, he was trying to bless him. And Elisha said he didn't want nothing, man, because it was from Yahweh. It wasn't from him. So his servant went back and tried to get the stuff. Went back and said, hey, my master said, yeah, let me get that. Let him get that. He do want it. After Elisha had them, right, walked away and went into the house. So listen to this. Gotta read the story, man. It's a heavy story. But he went in and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, whence comest thou? Gehazi. And he said, Thou servant went nowhere. Right in his face and lied to him. Just like that, man. Just like that, man. That's why it ain't nothing for Jake to lie, man. That's what the Lord said in Revelation 14. In their mouth was found no guile, man. They were without fault, man. So it's saying, he said, thy servant went nowhere. Verse 26. And he said unto him, went not my heart with thee? Was not my spirit on you? Was not the Lord going to reveal everything that you went and did? Was not he going to show it to me? Yeah, man. Of course he was. When the Lord dealing with you, I done had a couple situations, man. I had the person damn near start crying, man. Real talk. Hey, you thought the Lord showed me what they was doing, man, after the situation. He said, and he said unto him, went not my heart with thee when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it time to receive money and to receive garments and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and men servants and maid servants? No, man, it's not. Now, if the Lord bless you with a portion, that's the Lord bless you with that portion. Hey, it can either be for your salvation, for your keeping while we here, or it can be for your destruction, man. Because most of Jake that's in Hollywood, hey, like I said in Luke 6, they have received a consolation, man. But the point, it ain't time now to get riches, man, while the lower house is lying waste. Because it's all about, we are only here to rebuild the tabernacle of David, man. That's it. So we can get back to our rest, man. Our house. This is let me see you brothers. Oh, the water, three of you brothers had put that up. The water. Okay, let me go ahead and oh, Con. I was looking for it. I mean, when you brother put that precept up, I'm gonna have to go find the one in Revelation about least the Lord least you be found naked without garment. I wanted that too. To link it. I can go get it though. To link it with Matthew 25. So this is Galatians chapter 3. So like Genesis chapter 3, verse 19. Hey, because by the sweat of our brow shall we eat, man. This is Genesis 3 and 19. It reads, in the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground, for out of it was thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And the reason I'm reading this precept, I'm gonna make the point in a minute. This is Second Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 10. It reads, for even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any work, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. Second Thessalonians 3 and 10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies. This ain't talking about working in the world. It's talking about building the Lord's house while lie waste, man. This is the real work. Hey, Matthew 6:33 says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added, man. So it's about doing the work for the Lord, and he's going to maintain your balance in the world, man, that you may be able to keep working, man. This is Job 23 and 12. It reads, I'm gonna start at 11. My foot have held his steps. His way have I kept and not declined. What's his way? To build his house, man. It's only about building the Lord's house, man. That's it. It say, his way have I kept and not declined, neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food, man. Hey, this is Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3. Job said he has esteemed the words of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai mouth, more than his necessary food, man. Which showing you precept upon precept, you can't live just off food, man. You're gonna be a carnal, dead man walking, man. If you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Hey, he gave you the flesh, they just don't got the breath, man. Deuteronomy 83, it reads, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger. Just as the Lord did this. And he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make it known that man doeth not live by bread only. You can't live by food, man. But by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord Yahweh doeth man live, man. And Yahweh mentioned it in Matthew. It's Matthew 4 and 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. So, by the sweat of your brow shall you eat your bread. What bread? Is it talking about the men that's in Ecclesiasticus 38? The ones that's caught up in the labor of the world? The ones that's going to maintain the world? No, that ain't what it's talking about, man. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about the house of the Lord that's lying waste, man, that we should be building on. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10. So like in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 9. For we are laborers together with power. Ye are power's husbandry. Ye are power's building. According to the grace of power which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another builded thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. For other foundation could no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahweh Shah Mashiach, man. The foundation is already laid, man. Right? This is 1 Peter 2 and 5. It reads, ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to power by Yahweh Shah Mashiach. So your job is to build, man. To be not just to build, to be a wise master builder, man. This is Ephesians. It's Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 19. It reads, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 20. No, let's start at 19. Now, therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens. Who are they talking about? The scattered Israelites, man. You ain't no more foreigners and citizens. Those that the Lord put the spirit on to come back to this truth, man. That the Lord gave you the spirit for the calling, man. You are no more strangers and foreigners, man. It said, now therefore ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of power. What is that? To become a spiritual brick to the spiritual temple, man. To offer up spiritual sacrifices. This is the building of the Lord, man. It say, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahweh Shah Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord, in whom ye also are built together for an habitation of power through the spirit, man. It had nothing to do with the spirit. Through the spirit, man. It's through the spirit. No matter what you say or how you feel, it's through the spirit, man. Oh Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. This is Proverbs 13:2. It reads, a man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence. A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, man. You see? Which is what? You add to the building, man, which will leave you or which will have you a spot at the lowest table, man, lower willing, man. This is about getting a spot at the lowest table, man. When you read in Luke 22, let's come back to that. This is Luke 22 and 28. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptation. And I appointed to you a kingdom, as my Father have appointed unto me, that ye may what? Eat and drink at my table in my kingdom, and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. So, what does Proverbs 13:2 say? A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth. Doing what, man? Being a partaker at the table of Yahweh Bashim Abishai, man. But the soul of the transgressors shall eat violence. It say, this is Proverbs 18:20. It reads, a man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. With what? Wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. Joy, man. Hey, because all your lot, Proverbs 16 and 2, Proverbs 16:33 said, a lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposal thereof is of the Lord. Ezekiel 18:20 said, the righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. So your lot is your lot, man. That's why I said 1 Corinthians 1:26, seeing your calling, brethren, how not many noble, not many wise, right? Not many after the flesh are called, man. The Lord have already set the bounds. Same way how he did for the wicked, if they can't pass, their days is numbered. He set a bound for the hopeful elect and unknumbered multitude, man. This is back in Proverbs 13 and verse 25, it reads, the righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want. And you see in Matthew 25, they was wanting, man. When they rose up, what did they say? Hey, give us of your oil. No, man. No. Hey, it was all, hey, the word was preached to us as well as them, but it did not profit them, not being mixed with faith, man. Again, the righteous eat to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want, man. And they're talking about 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you West Indians and Haitians, man. This is Proverbs 15:14. The heart of him that have understanding seeketh knowledge, but the mouth of fools feed on foolishness, man. All you want to do is be entertained, man. You're looking for entertainment. It's all good. You get entertainment. And your ass is getting marked as well, man, whether you know it or not. This is Proverbs 15:23. A man have joy by the answer of his mouth, and a word spoken in due season. How good is it, man? The Lord say there's a time for everything, man. And what due season is this? Hey, to build up the house of the Lord, man. When they tell you in Ezekiel 7:14, Hey, they say they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none go up to the battle, man. The trumpet is being blown to make you Jace go to the battle, but you don't want the battle, man. You want to stay here in Babylon, just like Jake in the wilderness. They want to go back to Egypt, where they was living good. They was in captivity, but they was eating good, right? They was able to eat good, get them some box, make a few kids. Jake was good with that, man. Just like now, it's nothing new in the sun. Jake just want a nice crib, nice little woman on his arm, have a few kids, make your credit A1, bank account decent, you good, right? You got a good job, and you just want a few perks in captivity, man. No, we trying to go home, man. As I tell you in Isaiah 51 and 14, the captive of exile hasten that they may be loose, man. Hey, it is no coincidence, man, that the Lord put the spirit on the Apostle to ban, to put a banner on this year as hastening the day of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. We trying to get out of here. But these Jakes, these demonic uh Tyler Perry's and Jesus and and Jay-Z's and Diddy's, they want to stay here, man. Why? First Corinthians 4 and 5. They are reigning like kings without us, man. They reigning like kings without us. They building in their house. This is their house, man. Which is what it tell you that those that what does the scripture say? Those that be in soft raiment are in kings' houses, right? So they building they building on top of Esau Edom's plantation, man. On top of Esau Edom's kingdom. We trying to get our own kingdom, man, which we already know is coming. We just gotta endure. And while we trying to endure, we gotta help build. You gotta help. You're supposed to be a helper, man. You're supposed to be a helper to build, man. The Lord say, pray ye to Yahweh that he send forth more laborers, man. Hey, because the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few, man. Hey, the Lord, hey, you got a lot, man. Whether you want to accept it or not, you got a lot. Let me read this last precept. Proverbs 15 and 28. It reads, "Say the heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil things." This is John chapter 4 and 38. This is your lot, man. If the Lord gave you the calling, this is your lot. None of us know if we saved, but this is the calling. Paul said, Colossians 3 and 12, we're supposed to put on, therefore, as the elect. What would an elect person do, man? They do the work for the Lord, man. Hey, I'm not finna try to build my house while I know the Lord's house is lying waste, man. That's just a wise master builder, man. Period. A wise master builder that what through leisure time become wise through the leisure time of these scriptures. You know the Lord's house is lying waste, man. This is John 4 and 38. I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are into their labors. That's First Corinthians 14 32 all day, man. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. To do what? When you go back and read Nehemiah chapter 4 and Ezra 4, what they was doing, man, they was rebuilding, man. Rebuilding. And they tell you in Nehemiah 4 that the breaches was closed, man. Matter of fact, let's get that. This is Nehemiah chapter 4. And Nehemiah 4 and 7. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites, all your heathen enemies, heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth. It was very wroth, man. The breaches are being closed, man. This is Amos chapter 9 and 11. It reads, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. So back in Nehemiah chapter 4, hey, this is cold, man. It's a Nehemiah 4 and 6. So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. It said, so built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together. Is this not the tabernacle of David come back together, man? Hey, the Lord say, make a chain, man. Right? This is the wall. This is the brother. This is the tabernacle of David, the brothers, man. Coming back together, making, hey, being joined together, man. As what? One, man. I just read it, 1 Peter 2 and 5. Ye also, as lively stones, are built up a spiritual house, man. A spiritual house. These devils, I was going to do a lesson on it, but they probably would have took it down. These devils over here in Israel talking about the Messiah taking too long, so they're going to rebuild the third temple themselves. The third temple is already being built, man, and it's so-called Negro, Latino, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitian men that the Lord put the Spirit in, man. That's the third temple. It's not. And see, these devils always got a carnal mind, so they're trying to literally physically build a building, man. That's what these devils said. They said that the Messiah is taking too long, so they are going to start. They are going to start building a third temple, man. The third temple is the Israelite men that the Lord said His tabernacle shall rest upon, man. It's not a physical building, but it's not for them to understand it no way. Again, Nehemiah 4 and 6. So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the wall of Jerusalem were made up and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth. Now this said the Arabians, the Ammonites, and the Ashdodites, right? Yeah, you Arabians got to pay, man. You definitely got to pay, just like Ammon and Moab and Edom and Ham. You devils got to pay, man. It say, and conspire all of them together to come to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it. And that's what they doing, man. They trying to hinder this truth by taking down brother videos, right? Giving brother strikes, but you can't, because it's nothing you can do against Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. But they trying, they conspiring, they using all these different situation with God. Like this one guy that allegedly went down to Jersey and did whatever he did to those people, man. They using that to slander, man. Hey, cause as the lesson say, hey, slander become the tool of the person that lost the battle, man. All they got left is slander. The truth is out. The truth is out. Everybody know. Guess what? All you got is slander, man. That's all you can do. Slander. Because the truth is the truth, man. Which have been hid so long, but now has been made manifest. It's the truth. And you can't do nothing about it but slander and take down video. That's all you can do. But the truth is still the truth. This is Proverbs 16 and 23. It reads, the heart of the wise teacheth his mouth, and addeth learning to his lips. Pleasant words are as an honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones. You see, it's about this truth, man. It's about feeding the sheep, man. Feeding the flock, man. That's what it's about, man. Feeding the Lord's people, man. It say Colossians 4 and 5 reads this. This what it's all about, man. This it, man. And you supposed to love this, man. You're supposed to be in love with this, man. It tell you in Proverbs, hey, love the wife of thy youth, man. It ain't talking about your girl, man. It's talking about this wisdom, man. The scriptures say, call wisdom, hey, thy kinswoman, man. This is, hey, There's another scripture. I forgot where it was at right off. I was reading it yesterday. Hey, it said, "Forsake not thy father's law." It said, "Forsake not thy father's words, and forsake not the mother, your mother," which is, hey, this wisdom, man. Like Elder Malcolm would say, Sophia, man. Sophia is the wife of your youth, man. It said, walk in, this is Colossians 4 and 5, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. Hey, according to their answer, like Elder Nakazakba, say, hey, you ain't got to answer everybody, man. The ones that, hey, looking for wisdom, man, you're gonna know. Hey, because the script tell you, answer not a fool, man. So you're gonna know, man. Hey, that you supposed to have that wisdom. That's what studying do. Study to show thyself approved, man. Tell you how about Shema Shah, that how you may answer every person, man, according to they got a decent question or it's a dumb question. You're gonna know, hey, get up the street, man. This is Proverbs 18 and 4. It reads, the words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. You see that? Where does it come from? It come from Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Tell you when Isaiah 12 and 3, right? The wells of salvation, man. What's the wells of salvation? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah. And I want to say this too, man. You got a lot of guys out there that's talking about Yahweh Shah ain't gonna be the one to save us, right? He ain't the one coming back to deliver us. The New Testament ain't real. It was all made up, written. Listen, I was just thinking about this at the plantation. The Lord always had a mediator, man, between him and the Israelites. Did he not? If I'm wrong, somebody tell me. The Lord always had a mediator between him and the children of Israel, starting with Moses. So why would the Lord leave us way on this side of the planet without a deliverer, man? It don't make sense. It don't make no sense, man. I don't care how you look at it. It don't make no sense. Moses, Joshua, the Lord always had a to-go person between him and the children of Israel. That's just what the scriptures say. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5. It reads, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. That's why when you read in Ecclesiastes 38, the Lord say, these men that's going to maintain the world, they will not be sought for in public counsel. Let's get that real quick. Ecclesiastes 38. I just want to read this point. Ecclesiastes 38 in verse I'm gonna read 31. Listen to this. All these trust to their hands, and everyone is wise in his work, right? Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. They shall not be sought for in public council, nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment. They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken, but they will maintain the state of the world, and all their desires is in the work of their craft, man. The Lord don't care about these people, man. He don't care about you, man. Proverbs 1 and 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. That's why I read Matthew 13. Matthew 13 and 33 say, another parable spake he unto them, the kingdom of heaven is likened, the kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of meal till the whole was leavened. All these things spake he, all these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables, I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world. That's the buzzword here, secret. So when you speak in parable into a multitude, everybody ain't gonna get it, man. But it might be 1, 2, or 3 that be like, they might catch it, and they're gonna come out of that group, man, and they're gonna start to follow, man. Because why? Luke, John 10 and 27, he say, my sheep hear my voice, I know them, and they follow me, man. So it said, all these things spake Yahushua unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them. The parable is not for everybody, man. That's why he said this at the top, Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Is it a coincidence that the Lord had 12 disciples and not 9 or 13? Is it a coincidence that the Lord had 12 disciples? No, it's not, man. It's not. I represent the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Whether you can accept it or not, it doesn't matter. We know what we worship, man. And we know who we worship. And we know why we are worshiping it. This is read this again. Proverbs 1, I'm gonna get you brother precepts. Proverbs 1 and 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and an interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Psalms 78 and 2. I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us, and our fathers have told us. This is Hosea 12 and 10. It reads, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similar tools by the ministry of the prophets. So this is not for every and anybody, man. You can't just wake up and say you found the Lord. This is Kazak Ban Yahawada, Ecclesiastes 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. Right, right, beautiful. Kazak Ban Yahawada, Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right, man? Lord willing, man. Lord willing, man. That's why you're supposed to constantly pray. That's why he tell you in 1 Timothy 2 and 8, man, to pray, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubt, man. Always, man. Because you just don't know. You just don't know, man. This is same brother, Kazak Bunyahawda, Matthew 20:16. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few be chosen. Right, man? Hey, that's why I want the brother put a 2 Peter 1 and 10, man. I can't believe I forgot it. But hey, give diligence to make that calling and election sure, man. Um, and Shalom, everybody on the comment board, man. Shalom, man. Y'all about Shema Bashab Rock a thumb. Cause I bun Yahweh, Jeremiah 6:16. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, which is Job 8:8. Where is the good way and walk therein? And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they say we will not walk therein. And that's just 2/3. That's them foolish, man. That's just them foolish, man. That's them foolish. Verse 17. Also I said, watching over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, but they say we will not hearken. Yeah, man. And it's all good. It's all good, man. But we know what we're supposed to be doing. And shalom to you, Akwa from the comment board. Y'all about Shema Shab Rock a thumb. This is Kazak Bun Yahweh, Colossians 1:26, right? Even the mysteries, even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, man. To his saints. That doesn't apply to the whole world, man. Hey, it tell you Revelation Romans 11, man. Hey, it's not for all Israel, man, but the election, man. The election have obtained it, and the rest was blinded, man. Hey, Shalom, GMS, Yahweh the boss. Shalom, Mark, Yahweh Shema Shah Rakatah. I know you might not be on the comment board now, but Shalom. GMS recall Moth Ba. He put up 2 Peter 1:10. Hey, subscribe to this brother channel. That's a young brother now account. GMS recall Moth Ba. This is his backup channel. Subscribe to the brother channel, man. The brother do edifying videos all the time. Subscribe to the young brother channel, man. Baba Shah. 2 Peter 1:10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. And the water for you brothers putting that up. This is Yahweh Judah Israel, 1 Corinthians 10:17. For we being many are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of that one bread, which is who? Yahushua, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. Behold, Israel after the flesh are now they which eat of the sacrifices, partakers of the altar. It's beautiful. Servants of Zion, Revelation 22:7. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecies of this book. Right, man? That's it, man. And that's why those five foolish virgins, when they arose, man, hey, the Lord took that, even that which they had, man, which is Matthew 13, man. He took it, man. Hey, because it said they all slept in slumber. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slept in slumber. But when they arose, the five wise and the foolish said, let us get, hey, those foolish was the ones that just got the flesh on them, man. And they don't got the breath in the flesh, man. That's cold, man. This is Yahweh Judah Israel. Come, he put that First Corinthians 10:21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils, man. You can't do it, man. The Lord ain't gonna let you do it, man. This is Kazak Bon Yahweh, Amos 9:11, which I read. Kazak Bon Yahweh put Ecclesiastes 39:1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. It said and seek out the wisdom of all the ancient. Hey, that's eating the whole roll, man. Right? Knowing the history, knowing the breakdowns of all the old, man. Hey, because a lot of people don't like to go into the book of Daniels and the book of Revelation and that Genesis, man. They don't like going into the book of Ezekiel. Again, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. That's Kazak Bun Yahweh, Ecclesiastes 39:16. All the works of the Lord are exceedingly good, and whatsoever he commandeth shall be accomplished in due season. Beautiful. Cold. That's the prophecies, man. That's the prophecies, man. They all have to play out before the RFID microchip be made mandatory, man. The prophecies got to be fulfilled, man. All the prophecies got to be fulfilled before the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, be made mandatory, man. All the prophecies. All the prophecies have to be fulfilled before Yahweh can return, man. Or before Yahweh will return. Because Abba Yahweh, Ecclesiastes 39:32. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. Cold. All the works of the Lord are good, and he will give every needful thing in due season. That's cold. Hey, it said the Lord left it in writing, man. Hey, he told Ezra, man. He told Nehemiah. Hey, when you're reading a lot of guys like to come up against this apocrypha, man. But one time I cut the guy with Baruch, man. When you go to Jeremiah, what is that, 36? I think it is. Yeah, Jeremiah 36:4, man. It's talking about Baruch, man. Baruch was the understudy of Jeremiah, man. He wrote down what Jeremiah, hey, he was the writer for Jeremiah, man. So when you read the Apocrypha and you go to Baruch, man, hey, it was written, and he told him to hide it, man. Jeremiah told Baruch to write these words and hide the book, man. Just like the angel, the Lord told Ezra, man, hide it, man, and teach it to them that be like thee, man. It's Yahweh Judah Israel, Proverbs 1:23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Right, man. Right. And 2/3 gonna have to get the word by what? Dealt by pain, man. Yeah. Verse 24. Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. Yeah, man. 2/3 just they don't want it, man. But it's cool though. That's between them and the Lord. It's not between us and them. It's between them and the Lord, man. Hey, we just trying to stay diligently doing ours, man. Doing what we supposed to do, which is washing your blood off our hands, man. This is Kazak Ben Yahweh, Zechariah 1:3. Therefore, therefore, say down to them, thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, turn you unto me, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will turn unto you, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Right, man. If you do that, this is Jeremiah. That's a cold precept, brother. This Jeremiah. Here's a precept, 29. Let me read this one again. Kazak ban Yahweh, Zechariah 1:3. Therefore say thou unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, not me. Okay? Not me. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Turn you unto me, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. This is the Lord telling you this, man. Jeremiah 29:11. It reads, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord Yahweh, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. To give you an expected end, man. Do you understand what expected mean? Then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. As it say right here in Zechariah 1:3, man. Then shall ye call unto me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. The Lord say he's going to hearken to you, man. And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart, man. That's the Lord, man. That's the Lord. So He gonna hearken to you, man. If you do what's right, man. Kazak, Bunya Howard, Ephesians 5:15. See then that you walk circumspectly, right? Which is what? To watch your surroundings all day, every day, man, around the clock. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools. Beautiful. Those 5 foolish virgins, man. Not as fools, but as wise, those wise virgins, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. And as it says in 2 Ezra 14, man, starting at verse 13, hey, we shall see worse of days than these, man. Hey, worse of days are coming, man. Beautiful. Verse 17, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. What's the will of the Lord? Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. That's the will of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. That's the will of the Lord, man. Ooh, beautiful. The brother put it up too. Ate the water up. Jill met saints of the Most High the water. Revelation 16:15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. When you go back to Matthew 25, I meant to write that down, the water. I meant to add that to my lesson too, because that was one of the main verses I wanted to read about the 5 foolish virgins. When they woke up, right, when they heard the Lord coming, they woke up naked, man. I got to read this again. Matthew 25, that's cold, man. They woke up naked, man. Naked. Matthew 25 in verse 5. When the bride, it say, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. At right then, they woke up naked, man. Revelation 16:15 ate the water up. Behold, I come as a thief. The Lord said it's going to happen to 2/3, man. You might be you might be. I'm sure it's going to be in the daytime because it's going to be World War III. Hey, the missiles. You're going to be somewhere sleeping in the daytime, or you going. Who knows though? Who knows? Who knows? It could be night. Nobody knows. Hey, but whatever you doing, you might be sitting at a bar. You might be at a chick crib. You might be getting some box right at that moment. You know, tell what you might be at work. Most people gonna be at the plantation. Who knows? I don't know. Might be at the plantation, wherever you be at. The Lord gonna come you like a thief in the night, because the only ones is watching, like sitting back like this every day, watching, like just looking at the sky. Not literally watching the sky, but I'm saying watching is the hopeful elect, man. These are the only ones that's watching. So up, there go your house shot. Hey, time to go. You ain't gonna be, you ain't gonna get caught off guard, man. Again, Revelation 16:15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. So when these 5 foolish virgins arose and said, give us some of your oil, our lamps is gone out. They was at that point naked, man. They was naked. And then what did they say? Hey, go to them that sell and buy for yourselves. There is nobody that's to go sell to go buy from, man. Because at that point, it's night. It was midnight. It say, and at midnight there was a cry made. When you read, I read in John 9:4, the Lord say, He must work to work while this day, because the night coming, no man can work. Meaning what? It's gonna be Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be Amos 8 and 11, feminine the word. Ain't gonna be no more word. So for the wise to tell the fools, hey, go to them that sell and buy. Ain't gonna be nobody you can go buy from, man. The prophet said no more reprove, man. The reprovers is gonna be put away, man. Looking for Yahweh to return, man. It's gonna be over at that point. Hey, the water up. It say, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answered and said, no, said not so, least there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. I gotta read this. Revelation 3 in verse 7. It say, and to the angel of the church of Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is holy, he that is true, he that hath the key of David, he that openeth and no man shutteth, and shutteth and no man openeth. I know thy works. Behold, I set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and has not denied my name. When you read in Matthew 10 and 32, he said, if you confess his name before his father, if you confess his name before men, he will confess your name before the Father, man. So you see, he got the key, man. And once the door is shut, that's it, man. That's it, man. If the door is open, which it still is, mercy is still open to you, Jakes, man. The door is still open, man. The door of mercy is still open, man. But once it's closed, man. And the Lord left Romans 15 and 4 said the scriptures are written a time ago for our learning, man. And when you look back and read these stories and read about the ark, man, when the Lord shut the door, you know Noah heard those people crying, man, screaming, beating on the ark, trying to get in, man. It couldn't do nothing, man, because it was done, man. When the Lord shut the door, it's it, man. So while you Jakes, while you fools looking at this for entertainment, cool. It's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's definitely entertainment for you. This is Kazak Banyahawda, Daniel 12 and 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words, and seal the book, even to the time of the end, which is what? That Ezekiel 37. When you read in Malachi 4 and 5, right? He must send back Elijah before that dreadful that dreadful day of the Lord, right? And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the sons, and the sons to the fathers, right? Daniel 12 and 4. But thou, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. And when you think about that, that's on the right hand side, just like the left hand side. These devils has increased their technology. Our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding has increased on the right hand side of the Lord, man. Okay, start with the apostles and elders of great millstone, man, and their elders and our Bivens, man. This truth, we've been running to and fro getting this wisdom, man. Your mind linking the precepts, precept on precept, linking the history, reading Daniels, linking the history, Revelations, linking the history, the Old Testament, linking the history, man. All these things, man, to and fro. Hey, again, it say, even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Let me show you how cold that is. In Amos 8 and 11, what did it say? Let's read that just to make the point. Amos 8 and 11, reading the bottom, it say, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. During this time right here, running to and fro in the book of Daniels, and knowledge shall increase. You see, that's the elect getting sealed. This Amos 8 and 11, the 2/3 being rejected, man. And that's cold, man. That's cold. Kazak Bunya Howder, he put up Revelation 16 and 15 too. The water Revelation 2 and 5. Kazak Bunya Howder, Revelation 2 and 5. Would you like to read verse 4? Matter of fact, I'll read it from here. I like to read both of those verses. Revelation chapter 2, verse 4. Nevertheless, I have someone against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick, except thou repent. We'll remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent. Right, man? Because this is our first, hey, like I was mentioning earlier, man. Sophia, this wisdom of the wife of our youth is this truth, man. The wife of our youth is this truth, man. That's why I tell you in Ecclesiastes 12 and 1, man. Seek the Creator in the days of thy youth, man. This is Yahweh Judah Israel, Ezekiel 12 and 2. Says, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Right, man? Right. And there's some 2/3, man. Yahweh Judah Israel, Luke 12 and 2. But there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Right, man? Right. Luke 12 and 11. For whosoever exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted. And who's the abased? That's us today, man. So-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. And those that was base, the Lord exalted them, lifted them up. And that's why they got to come back down, man. This is our Kazak Bunya Howder, John 6 and 44. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day. And that's where we at, man. That's where we at, man. Beautiful. Yahweh Judah Israel, Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve power and mammon. Right, man? And that's what those foolish virgins, when they woke up, hey, they had a whole nother agenda going on, man. For them to lose their oil, hey, for them to lose their oil, man, you know they had a whole other agenda, man. And they wasn't focused on the house of the Lord being built, man. Our whole focus, man, is on the house of Yahweh Shema Shai being built, man. That's it. That's it, man. You lose focus outside of that, man. And that's why I say Ecclesiastes 38 and 24, he that become wise through leisure. Matter of fact, let's close with that. Ecclesiastes 38 and 24 reads, the wisdom of a learnt man cometh by the opportunity of leisure, and he that have little business shall become wise. He that have little business, man. This is Kazak Bunya Howder, John 11 and 46. But some of them went their way to the Pharisees and told them what things Yahushua had done. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we? For this man doeth many miracles. What's the luck I'm looking for? What was that? Verse 48. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. You see, and beautiful, and that's why Jake ain't gonna do this, man. They not trying to lose their seat, they place right here, man. That's why we always going to these rappers with these platforms, man. You got the platform to tell Jake that they Hebrew Israelites. I mean, you know how many people that follow Jay-Z or listen to Future, but that's not their lot. This guy, I forgot what brother had did a video on it, but this guy, Crazy Bone, said that The industry, the industry's job, the lots for the rappers is to make Jake bugged out, do drugs, and kill each other, man. Okay? Degrade, is it degrade is the right word I'm using? Degrade the women, downgrade the women, right? That's the lot, man. The rapper's job is to promote drugs and guns, gang bangings and killings, man, and degrade the women, man. That's what their job is. That's their lot, man. So when these guys get them these millions to do this, you think they finna turn? You see what happened to Kendrick Lamar when he talking about he ain't black? Don't call him black no more. He an Israelite. He ain't did nothing for a whole year, man. That man been silent for the longest, man. He ain't said nothing. Nothing. Chinky was screaming about he an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. Waka Flocka said he an Israelite from the tribe of Reuben. You ain't heard nothing from these guys, man. Nothing. Nothing. Hey, you see when Common and Tiffany Haddish hit those brothers, that camp, whoever camp that was, listen, even though to me, just my saying, I would have hit him with some whole different scriptures to more, the Lord said, compel them with this truth, man. I don't think they hit the point with the scripture they brought out when Tiffany Haddish and Common hit that one count. But hey, they ain't pushing the truth because they platform will bring all the Jakes home. But that ain't how the Lord work, man. He don't need that, man. That's not how the Lord work, man. You supposed to be hated, as it said in 1 Corinthians 4 and 13. You shall be defamed and made a filth of the world, man. That's how the Lord set it up, man. Like I was saying yesterday, he could easily snap his fingers in all Israel and everything, and he could send destruction and make the chip mandatory and all that, man. That's not how the Lord work, man. It tell you in 2 Ezra 4, through the measurements of time, man. That's how the Lord work, man. He don't need them to proclaim liberty to the captives from rap music, from TV, man. He don't need that, man. He set up the unicorn for to do this work, man. That's how the Lord work, man. But yeah, everybody, the elect could be sealed real quick, man. But that's not how the Lord working it, man. This is Kazak Ban Yahweh, the wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12. For it was neither herb nor modified plaster that restored them to health, but thy word, O Yahweh, which healed all things. I forgot about that precept. That's cold. They go with the other ones I read about the word. Man should not live by bread alone, man. You see, it wasn't herbs or mollifying plaster that restored you to health, man. It's the Lord, man. It's the word of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Now, herbs help. You know it definitely helped to eat healthy, man. For sure. It definitely helped to eat healthy all day, every day. Green smoothies, man. Kale and spinach green smoothies with a banana and some blueberries in them. I put peanut butter protein in mine. Kale, spinach, banana, blueberry with some peanut butter, um, protein. Hey, green smoothie. Hey, eating herbs, right? Keeping Kaleido silvers and food grade peroxide, all these different things. I keep apricot seeds just on hand. You know, Brazilian nut with selenium in it. All these different things is good to have, man. But it's the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. This is Kazak Ban Yahweh, 1 John 5 and 2. By these, it said, by this we know that we love the children of power when we love power and keep his commandments, right, man? Beautiful. Kazak Ban Yahweh, James 2 and 4. Are ye not? It say, are you not then? Salakia, I got thrown off. Are you not then partial? What's the word? Particle? Is that partial in your cells? You know what? I don't want to pronounce that word wrong. Salakia. Let me pull it up real quick. If I can't pronounce it right, I must pull it up. Salakia. I just want to hear what to say.
Partial.
Partial. Okay, Salakia. James 2 and 4 from Kazak Ben Yehuda. Are you not partial in yourselves? Are you not partial in yourselves and are become judges of evil thoughts? Cool. Are you not partial in yourselves and are become judges of evil thoughts? It say
Partial.
existing only in part, incomplete. They got similar words. Qualified, restricted, imperfect, limited, fragmentary, unfinished. So, hey, as the scriptures say, we know in part and prophesy in part. So James 2 and 4, are ye not then partial in yourselves and are become judges in evil thoughts? Hey, that's why, hey, it's on the way, man, is to be renewed, to be put on a new man, to become um what is that Second Timothy? When they say not to have no evil thoughts, being um all you speak is charity and love and all these different things, man. Because right here it say opposite, it which is to become what, man? It say opposite, biased, one-sided, unfair, inequitable, unbalanced, impartial, unbiased, unjust. So to be renewed, man, to put on a new man. So again, James 2 and 4, are ye not then partial in yourselves and are become judges of evil thoughts? And we are becoming judges, man. That's why we must rehearse the right acts of the Lord. They tell you in what is that 1 Corinthians 6, know you not that you shall judge the world. And if you're able, and if you, as a matter of fact, this is 1 Corinthians 6 and 2. They say, do you not know that the saints shall judge the world? And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life, man? Verse 5 say, hearken, my beloved brethren, have not God chosen the poor of this world rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him? Right, to the meek, man. That's why we had to understand both sides of both sides of life, man. Because you can't be a righteous ruler, man, if you don't know about wickedness. All you will know is righteous, right? If you don't know about what wickedness is, how you know what righteousness is, man? If you only know what wickedness is, how do you know what righteousness look like, man? So the lust of the Lord, man, Proverbs 11 and 1, man. The Lord is a just balance, man. Because I when you how to put up Colossians 1 and 9. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his way in all wisdom, man. That's those five foolish virgins that didn't get it, man. It's a and spiritual understandings, right, man? Verse 10 it say that ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in knowledge of power, right? So partial in yourselves, man. You gotta be walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time. Let your speech be always seasoned, man, that ye may know how ye are to also answer every man. That's what that leads. That's what that is, man. It say, Kazak Ben Yehuda, verse 11, Colossians 1:11, strengthen with all might according to his glorious power unto